You have been in an intimate moment when things didn't go as you planned, right? Maybe you felt embarrassed. Have you ever had an intimate moment that didn't go as you planned? Maybe you felt embarrassed, anxious, or unsure of how to move forward. You are not alone. These experiences are more common than you think. In this video, we will share valuable insights on how to stay calm and confident during these moments and how to connect with your partner in ways that go beyond physical performance. You'll discover practical techniques that can bring you closer, keeping the experience pleasurable, satisfying, and memorable for both of you. If you're feeling anxious or unsure about how to move forward, you're not alone. These experiences are more common than you think. In this video, we will share valuable insights on how to stay calm and confident during these moments, as well as how to connect with your partner in ways that go beyond physical performance. You'll discover practical techniques that can bring you closer, keeping the experience pleasurable, satisfying, and memorable for both of you. Don't miss any of our videos. Subscribe and activate the notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue to spread these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. The way we define masculinity often stems from outdated ideas. True masculinity is not about maintaining an erection. It's about strength of character. Resilience and your ability to connect emotionally with your partner are essential. Your sex life is like a car. A car is not just one thing, it is a finely tuned system made up of many vital parts. The engine, the tires, the steering wheel, the seats, and many other parts work together. If a tire goes flat, the whole car is broken. When a tire goes flat, the whole car is broken. You don't just fix the tire and get back on the road. Similarly, when an election doesn't happen as you expected, it doesn't mean you're a lesser man. It's just a temporary pause in the much bigger picture. Many things can affect sexual performance, such as stress, fatigue, work worries, etc. Family issues, and even a heavy meal. None of these things diminish your value or redefine your masculinity. One of the beautiful things about intimacy is that it is not limited to one specific act. Sexual connection is a whole world of possibilities and experiences. It's important to understand that intimacy encompasses a wide range of experiences, extending far beyond mere penetration. Society often focuses on the physical aspects, but intimacy is also a deep emotional journey. Kissing, caresses, soft embraces, warm caresses, and prolonged caresses can be deeply satisfying and create a profound connection between you and your partner. Most women don't need a hard erection to be satisfied. As long as you're present and emotionally connected, it's often our insecurities that make these moments feel more critical than they really are. Women deeply appreciate the emotional and value the effort you make to share pleasure and intimacy in other ways. Emotional presence, care, and attention are the keys to intimacy. They are more meaningful and memorable than any single moment of physical performance. Imagine being in a meeting where you feel confident, and then suddenly tripping and falling in front of everyone. It's embarrassing, but if you get up smiling and brush it off, it becomes a funny story instead of an awkward memory. The same is true for intimate moments when you don't get an erection the way you hoped. Stay calm and focused. Anxiety will only exacerbate the situation. Take a deep breath and relax. Release any pressure you may feel and focus on creating a comfortable and enjoyable experience. A calm approach fosters trust and openness with your partner, allowing you to enjoy your time together without feeling overwhelmed. Be open and casual. Even playful statements like, "It feels like my body is asking for a little break, but we can still make this time together special," can reduce tension and make the moment feel more natural. This small gesture of humor or playfulness reminds you both that intimacy is not limited by performance. Take this as an opportunity to explore other forms of closeness and connection. Gentle caresses and meaningful conversation can also help. Say something like, "My body is asking for a break, but we can still make this time together special." This small gesture of humor or playfulness reduces any tension and makes the moment feel more natural, reminding you both that intimacy is not limited by performance. Take this as an opportunity to explore other forms of closeness and connection. Gentle caresses and meaningful, affectionate exploration allow you to discover each other in ways that feel intimate and exciting without needing to fit into any particular mold. A positive and relaxed approach can turn what might feel like an obstacle into a tender moment that you both can look back on fondly. Intimacy is much more than just the physical act, it's about connection, comfort, and the joy of sharing vulnerability. When you stay calm and maintain a warm and welcoming attitude, you are showing your partner that your relationship embraces the whole spectrum of human connection. These small moments of lightness and affection turn what might feel like an uncomfortable situation into something that deepens your bond. When these challenges arise, they become opportunities to focus on emotional closeness, laughter, and connection. Laughter and trust-building moments are essential for creating a strong and lasting relationship. They help you bond with your partner and create cherished memories. The way you react to moments of vulnerability reveals your true self and the importance you place on your relationship. Intimacy is built through shared laughter, inside jokes, and trust. By being open and honest with each other, you demonstrate your value of emotional depth and respect for your partner's needs and feelings. Pay attention to your partner's needs and feelings. Demonstrate true masculinity. Be authentic and embrace every aspect of your relationship. Understand what it means to be in a loving relationship. If you feel any doubts, remember that intimacy is a journey, and you are adding to the story of your relationship with every moment. This story is beautiful because it includes all the ups and the downs and the soft pauses in between. When an erection doesn't occur, take a moment to breathe, keep calm, and remember that this is just a part of the bigger picture. When you feel doubt, remember that intimacy is a journey. Every moment adds to your relationship's story, and it's beautiful. It includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. When you don't get an erection, take a moment to breathe. Keep calm and remember that this is just part of a bigger, more beautiful experience of intimacy. You can turn it into a moment of connection and trust that strengthens your bond by approaching it openly and honestly. Think of it as being engrossed in a board game. You're deeply invested in the fun when all of a sudden your main piece breaks. It's unexpected and frustrating, but don't give up. You find a new approach. Maybe you replace the approach intimacy openly and honestly, and you will transform it into a moment of connection and trust that strengthens your bond. Imagine being engrossed in a board game, deeply invested in the fun, when suddenly your main piece breaks. It's unexpected, and perhaps even frustrating, but don't give up. Replace the piece or get creative with new strategies to keep the game exciting. Similarly, when an erection doesn't happen, don't be defeated. This can be an opportunity to explore alternative forms of pleasure that keep you both engaged and satisfied. A deeply intimate and pleasurable option is to focus on oral sex using your mouth and tongue. Oral sex using your mouth and tongue. You can create a world of intense sensations for your partner by demonstrating that pleasure beyond any physical response. Many women find that oral stimulation incredibly satisfying, and for some, it is the most direct way to reach climax. This is an opportunity to slow down and discover the places and rhythms that turn her on. Build intimacy through a mutual exploration of pleasure. Begin with light, gentle touches. Let each movement be a question to her body. Ask her body about what feels good. Observe her responses and let them guide you. Let them guide you. Don't worry about a strict plan. The beauty of these moments is in their spontaneity. The real magic lies in tuning in with your partner's unique preferences. Discover what brings her joy and adapt to her body's responses. Try varying your technique, experiment with speed and pressure, and even integrate small moments of eye contact or words to keep the connection alive. Women are different. Discovering what brings her the most pleasure in being present is part of the beauty of this intimate experience. Being present, being patient, and attentive creates a space where both of you can feel valued, cared for, and connected. These moments deepen the foundation of your relationship. Focus on fully enjoying each other, not on achieving a specific outcome. Sometimes the detour is the most memorable part of the journey. The most memorable part of the journey is where you find new ways to connect, laugh, and explore together. This level of attention and willingness to adapt strengthens the trust and intimacy between you, adding layers of closeness and understanding that will benefit your relationship far beyond the bedroom. Embrace these moments with openness, patience, and curiosity. You're not just handling a challenge, you're creating a cherished experience that you'll both remember fondly. Notice when your partner responds positively to a particular touch or embrace, and enhance the experience. Remember, it's all about creating a safe and pleasurable space for intimacy. Intimacy beyond oral stimulation. Oral stimulation using manual techniques can be incredibly satisfying. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on the number 1 below to let me know that you are still with me. The highly sensitive clitoris to touch can lead to intense pleasure and even powerful orgasms when approached with care. For those who wish to explore G-spot stimulation, know that it can be extremely pleasurable when done with care. Spot stimulation. G-spot stimulation. Gently use your fingers inside her vagina, keeping a soft and exploratory touch. Your focus should be on how her body responds, letting her reactions guide you to what feels best. Gentleness and adaptability are your allies here. Every woman's body is unique, and responding to its signals can lead to a beautiful shared experience as you explore these options. Focus on pleasure and connection. Use gentle touches, caresses, and affectionate nonverbal signals, such as eye contact or a gentle smile, to create an atmosphere of warmth and security. This is your opportunity to transform a tense moment into something positive and memorable. Remember that intimacy is more than any physical outcome, it is about sharing closeness and joy in whatever form it takes. Focus on pleasure and connection. Use touches, caresses, and affectionate gestures, along with nonverbal signals like eye contact and a smile, to create a warm and secure atmosphere. Transform a tense moment into something positive and memorable. Remember that intimacy is more than physical. It's about sharing closeness and joy. Imagine playing a game of cards with enthusiasm, only to find that your hand is not as strong as you'd hoped. Instead of focusing on the weak cards, play the best game you can with what you have. Enjoy the strategy and the experience itself. When a choice doesn't happen, stay present and embrace what is still possible in that moment. Avoid explanations that increase tension, such as, "I'm just nervous," or, "This has never happened to me." These phrases may seem comforting but can increase anxiety for both of you, making the moment feel more like a problem than it really is. Stay centered and focus on the pleasure that surrounds you. When a choice doesn't happen, stay present and embrace what is possible in that moment. Avoid explanations that increase tension, such as, "I'm just nervous," or, "This has never happened to me." These phrases may seem comforting but can increase anxiety for both of you, making the moment feel like a problem. Stay centered and focus on the pleasure that surrounds you. Shift the focus to the different forms of intimacy you can enjoy together. Show your partner that you are committed to making this a beautiful experience, regardless of whether or not you feel the need to say something. Keep it light. A simple line like, "Let's explore other ways to enjoy each other tonight," redirects the focus toward connection and curiosity, helping you both to relax and really be in the moment. This focus not only dissipates any feelings of guilt or shame, but also opens the door to discover new and exciting dimensions of your relationship. Trust, adaptability, shared enjoyment, and openness are the cornerstones of intimacy. Approach these moments with trust and openness, and you will strengthen the foundation of your relationship by showing that every experience together is valuable. Let go of expectations, embrace the moment, and be fully present. These challenges will lead to a deeper connection, greater understanding, and a closeness that lasts beyond any physical experience. Stay calm and focus on the pleasure you share. This will transform an intimate moment into a more natural and pleasurable experience, regardless of whether an erection is part of it. When you let go of expectations and lean into what feels good, you open the door to meaningful connections. Approach intimacy with a calm mind, and you'll find that the pressure to explain or apologize for any unexpected moment disappears. Be fully present, and allow both of you to explore closeness without the need for words or oral sex. This is an especially effective way to keep the moment going. Pleasure is at the forefront. This is not only a physically intense experience, but also a way to show your partner that their pleasure is your priority. Using your mouth, tongue, and lips can be incredibly intimate, conveying care and dedication. When you bring this kind of focus to oral intimacy, you are not only creating physical sensations, but also reinforcing an emotional connection that assures her that you are invested in her experience. Experience begins with exploratory touches. These touches establish a rhythm with your tongue that is gentle but intentional. Start by caressing the area around her clitoris and vulva. These areas are especially sensitive, so move slowly at first to allow her body to relax and respond naturally. Observe closely her reactions and the little sounds she makes. Observe her reactions, the way she moves, or even subtle changes in her breathing. These will guide you by letting you know if she is comfortable and satisfied with the rhythm and pressure, if she seems relaxed, perhaps even letting out a soft sigh or gently closing her eyes. If she closes her eyes, that's a positive sign to continue as you are. If she sways her hips, arches her back, or makes different sounds, that's her body's way of telling you that she's ready for you to explore a new rhythm or a little firmer touch. One of the wonderful things about oral intimacy is the freedom it gives you to experiment and vary your technique. Don't make the mistake of making one movement repetitive. Change it up. Start with gentle circular movements with your tongue around her clitoris. Then gradually introduce slower and firmer movements, followed by gentle kisses along her vulva. Consider changing direction or pressure from light, flirtatious touches to deeper, more intense sensations. Alternating between slow and steady rhythms with fast, flickering touches adds a sense of spontaneity that many find exciting. Don't be afraid to pause occasionally. A moment of anticipation can increase your pleasure and give you time to process each sensation as you continue to observe how her body responds to each change in your technique. Small changes in her breathing can be significant. Alternate between slow and steady rhythms with fast, flickering touches. This adds a sense of spontaneity that many find exciting. Pause occasionally. A moment of anticipation can increase your pleasure and give you time to process each sensation as you continue to observe how her body responds to each change in your technique. Small changes in her breathing, slight movements of her body, or the way she holds your hand or touches your hand or shoulders all tell you what she enjoys. Remember, there is no rush. Slowing down and tuning into these signals will only deepen the intimacy. If he is arching toward your touch, he wants a little more pressure. If she's relaxing in bed, she may be savoring a gentler rhythm. Let her responses guide you, encouraging you to be attentive to each reaction. These small adjustments will make the experience more pleasurable for her and show her how much you care about her comfort and enjoyment. By paying attention, you communicate that you value her desires and are there to share her pleasure. This creates a connection that goes beyond the physical. You are building trust, care, and understanding that will last far beyond this single experience. Imagine playing a card game, completely immersed in the fun of the moment, only to realize that the cards you have are not as strong as you had hoped. You could choose to be frustrated and lose interest, or you could embrace the challenge and make the best of it. Picture yourself playing a card game. You're having a blast, but then you realize the cards you're dealt aren't as strong as you'd hoped. You can get frustrated and lose interest, or you can embrace the challenge and make the best of it. This is like intimacy because when an erection doesn't happen, it's easy to feel disappointed. Instead, you can explore new ways to enjoy each other without explaining, "I'm just tired." Focus on the enjoyment you can have together. Don't make excuses like, "I'm just tired," or, "This has never happened to me before." These statements create tension and pressure. They make it seem like something is wrong when it isn't. Don't give in to the temptation to offer explanations like, "I'm just tired," or, "This has never happened to me before." These statements only serve to create unnecessary tension. These words, while intended to be comforting, can actually exacerbate the discomfort by implying that something is wrong when, in reality, there is nothing wrong at all. Instead, focus on the enjoyment you can have together. Shift your attention to the other forms of pleasure available, and create a relaxed atmosphere that shows her that you are here for the shared experience, not just for an outcome. If you feel the need to say something, keep it brief. Casual and reassuring. Reassuring. A simple, "Let's take our time, see what we enjoy tonight," or "Just focus on you right now." This helps redirect both of you back to the present, making you both feel at ease without pressure, guilt, or shame. Intimacy is an ongoing journey, and sometimes these detours explore pleasure in new and unplanned ways. The moments you treasure most are the ones where you both slow down, experiment, and embrace spontaneity. This way, you are creating a connection that is deeper than the physical. You are learning and appreciating each other in ways that go beyond any expectation. Every touch, every soft word, and every moment spent exploring them and lasting. When you approach these moments with an open heart and a willingness to adapt, you are building a foundation of mutual care. Your partner will feel valued. He will feel respected and desired. He will feel like he is with someone who is not just acting, but fully present and invested in his happiness by allowing intimacy to develop naturally. You will create a space where vulnerability and pleasure coexist. You will create a space where both feel free to explore, connect, and grow together. This kind of closeness strengthens your relationship, leaving a lasting impression that goes beyond any individual experience. Beyond the clitoris, there's a whole world of sensitive areas around the vulva that need exploring. When you stimulate them with care, you'll feel immense pleasure. Every woman's body is unique, but the inner folds and areas around the clitoris can be incredibly sensitive. So, slowly trace your tongue over these regions. Soft and tingling sensations that build anticipation and increase arousal by further exploring the inner walls of her vagina with your tongue can bring a completely different sensation. This deeper and gentler approach can be particularly exciting as it often creates a warm, use this opportunity to explore her inner walls with your tongue, building anticipation and arousal. This deeper, gentler approach can be particularly exciting, often creating a warm, enveloping pleasure that many women find deeply satisfying. If she responds positively, perhaps arcing to you by sighing or hugging you closer, take this as an invitation to continue your journey of discovery. Broadening your focus to include all the delicate, sensitive areas that she enjoys during these intimate moments is essential. Communication does not have to depend on words alone. The way she listens to her body is how you listen to her body. Perceive her subtle reactions and adapt your technique every movement. You speak volumes. Every change in rhythm is a silent conversation. A silent conversation between you, creating a shared language of pleasure and connection. If a particular movement or rhythm elicits an enthusiastic response, keep that focus and let it become a dance. Let it become a dance, a rhythm that is yours alone to share. On the other hand, if her body language changes in a way that indicates discomfort or disinterest, take it as a sign to adjust and explore something different. The goal here is clear: to provide pleasure and make her feel loved and understood. You will create a memory that you both treasure. When a full erection does not occur, intimacy is not the end of the world. It's an invitation to discover new avenues of connection that can be equally satisfying. Exploring these avenues can deepen your sexual and emotional connection by showing your partner that you are attentive to their needs and eager to share their pleasure. This is a time to experiment with various types of touch using your tongue, lips, and hands. Every slight change in rhythm or pressure adds a layer of variety, transforming the moment into something unique for you. Sometimes a firmer touch is necessary. Focused touch is the key to your enjoyment. At other times, gentle caresses and whispering will create a pleasurable tension that will keep her on the edge, wanting more. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching. The beauty of these moments lies in your adaptability and attentiveness. Focused touch is the key to enjoying yourself. Gentle caresses and whispering will create a pleasurable tension that will keep her on the edge, wanting more. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching. The beauty of these moments lies in your adaptability, attentiveness, patience, and willingness to adapt. You are creating an experience that goes beyond the physical. Each subtle adjustment and change in touch becomes part of a larger tapestry of connection and trust. The ultimate goal is not to reach a specific point, but to share a journey where the pleasure comes from the act of discovery itself. By focusing on your responses and letting them guide you, you will enjoy yourself. You are creating a safe space where both of you feel valued and fulfilled. Moments like these, where every little touch is thoughtful and intentional, foster a closeness that strengthens the bond you share. These experiences remind both of you that intimacy is much more than an act or a moment. It is about being present with each other, exploring pleasure together, and building a foundation of trust and love that can sustain them through all the ups and downs of your shared journey. When you prioritize attention and adaptability, you are offering a memorable and deeply satisfying experience. These moments, shaped by your patience and care, make her feel respected, understood, and fully loved. Every touch, every change in rhythm, and every soft word spoken or unspoken during these times contribute to a sense of connection that strengthens your bond far beyond the bedroom. Embrace these moments as they present themselves to experience a depth of intimacy that goes beyond physical satisfaction, creating lasting memories of warmth, understanding, and pure joy. Joy breathing is a powerful element that significantly deepens intimacy and enhances the shared experience of pleasure by synchronizing your breathing with the rhythm of your body. It creates a calming presence, soothing presence, and invites a new level of closeness beyond touch. Taking deep, controlled breaths while engaging in stimulation helps you stay centered and fully present while also conveying a sense of attention to your partner. A harmonious blend of touch and breath creates a deep connection, transforming each moment into something physically and emotionally. Incorporate a variety of techniques to keep the experience fresh, exciting, and tailored to their desires. Use the tip of your tongue to trace delicate and intricate patterns around the clitoris and the vulva. A subtle shift in touch and breath creates a deep connection, transforming each moment into something physically and emotionally new. Incorporate a variety of techniques to keep the experience fresh, exciting, and tailored to their desires. Use the tip of your tongue to trace delicate and intricate patterns around the clitoris and the vulva. The lightness of this touch can be incredibly tantalizing, increasing her sensitivity and inviting her to relax into pleasure. After a few moments, switch to slow, sweeping movements covering more area with a gentle but intentional touch. This change in sensation keeps the experience dynamic, builds anticipation, and amplifies the pleasure, allowing her to fully surrender to each new wave of sensation. The subtle shift from one technique to another keeps her on the edge, introducing her to a new level of pleasure with each move. Pay close attention to her reactions. Each sigh, change in movement, or quickening breath is a sign that she is fully engaged and enjoying the approach you are responding to. This playful rhythm brings joy to both of them. Be attentive to her reactions. If she seems to plow closer or if her breathing quickens, she is fully engaged and enjoying the approach you are responding to. Pay close attention to her reactions. Each sigh, change in position, or movement provides insight into her experience. If she seems to plow closer or her breathing quickens, she is fully engaged and enjoying the approach you are responding to her. Maintain or enhance that specific touch by reinforcing the rhythm. She will respond more positively. Be attentive to their responses. This allows you to adjust every aspect of your technique. You can create an intimate language of touch and sensation that is uniquely yours. This attention turns the experience into a truly shared journey of joy and connection. It transcends the initial challenges of an erection that does not behave as expected. The beauty of this type of connection is that it redefines intimacy itself. Rather than focusing on performance or results, you emphasize shared pleasure, mutual respect, and a deeper emotional bond. Each touch, each change in technique, and each synchronized breath contributes to a treasured moment. This moment is treasured not for any specific action, but for the care and love you put into making it special. Even at times when the physical responses may not align with expectations, the closeness you build through attentiveness, adaptability, and the genuine desire to please creates an experience that goes beyond physical satisfaction. Today's insights on how to navigate the difficulties of choice and discover new ways to connect with your partner have provided useful guidance. These techniques are more than solving a problem. You can build a closeness through attentiveness, adaptability, and a genuine desire to please that creates an experience beyond physical satisfaction. Today's insights on navigating the difficulties of choice and discovering new ways to connect with your partner are useful guidance. These techniques are more than solving a problem. They are an invitation to explore the full range of intimacy with your partner, allowing both of you to find joy in the present moment. Now, I would love to hear from you. If you have encountered similar situations, how did you navigate them, and what helped you connect deeply in those moments? Please feel free to share your stories, thoughts, or share your experiences in the comments below so that we can continue this meaningful conversation. This journey is about connection, growth, and understanding. Your experiences could bring comfort and support to someone else. Thank you for joining us on this journey of connection and deeper intimacy. What have you learned so far that resonated with you? Tell us what you've learned from this video that you'll apply to your life. Comment below to keep this conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insights and guidance. Together, we can grow by connecting and discovering new ways to enrich our lives and relationships. Thank you for watching.